Good afternoon. Thank you for watching Rundlii Gaming. We're gonna be doing another video on it's kind of like a shooter game, um, and it kind of takes sort of a time element to um, the battlefield itself. So it's not necessarily turn-based, but it does have a certain element of being able to manipulate time in addition to fighting on the battlefield, sort of thing. Because as you do actions, that does take a certain amount of time, which then kind of makes everything else move along with you. So it's not quite as much like where you play most games where as you do your action, everything else is also continuing to act as it goes. But your actions basically take a certain amount of time, and then that time is also used at the same time rate as theirs is. So it has a kind of neat concept behind it. It is still kind of early in the production on it, but this one is called Zeo Effect, Zeo space Effect. And because unfortunately it doesn't have like a title screen or anything to kind of work off of to kind of go, hey, this is what the game is called. Um, but yeah, we're gonna kind of go over some gameplay. What I thought was interesting about this one is it does tend to have a slightly different. Oh, okay, sorry. It does have sort of a title effect, but these are basically the controls itself. I'll be using a Xbox controller for the directional, and then mouse for aiming and stuff. But yeah, so the game's called Zeo Effect. Now, one thing with this one is that you can pick up different weapons as you go as well, and this does go across quite a few levels. So it is something that I'm not sure how far the demo itself goes, but because I haven't really tested it that far, I just kind of played through a few levels, kind of get a gist of how the game itself plays. But you do get to pick different weapons. Like this one, I think shoots like 5 different shots in a big spray pattern. I forget which one this one does, but there are quite a few different abilities you can pick up as you go. And then at this point, we're going to basically go into the first room. There are a couple neat things about the way the board is laid out. So these here are going to be terrain that you can go through. However, with those terrain, you can still destroy the terrain itself. Which can sometimes add to a little bit more of the tactics of the games. Because let's say if something was on the side, I can just go through and destroy the wall. And, so that is an option as well. So now, as you can see with this enemy down here, he's frozen in time just like we are. Because we're not doing anything right now, so therefore they're not doing anything either. But if I move, then they move. And the same thing with this enemy up here. So if I want to, I can place a shot there. And that shot took a certain amount of time. Now, if I decide to move or shoot again, it will basically throw out a little bit more time with that. And a lot of these, as they destroy, will throw out like shrapnel blast, and that can kill you as well. So that is something to consider. And once you defeat all the enemies in a room, basically go to the next room. You can also go through it here and also buy more weapons if you choose to use those as well. The first couple rooms we probably won't use much in the way of abilities just because it's not like it's that heavily needed. So in this case, we're going to just pop a shot here and there. So as mentioned, it's fairly easy so far because pretty much all you're really doing is setting up your shot. And then in this case, I can just fire again if I really wanted, just to clear them. The other alternative was basically go backwards until make sure I don't get hit with the shrapnel. In this case, let's destroy the wall. And as you can see, these little red things come out and will kill you if they hit you as well. And as I mentioned, it does kind of incorporate sort of a time element to the game itself. So it's not like so it does make it a little more friendly if you need to kind of set up a shot because it's not really done at the moment of the shot. But it's kind of also where you want to avoid moving in the process of this stuff happening because that has gotten me killed a few times where it's like, oh, I'm gonna dodge it, and then I realize as I move, it also moves their time as well. So, and some of these are basically set up to home on you, so like they'll follow you as well. So going towards it and trying to go around it sometimes does not always benefit you to do so. And so as you can see, we're already through several levels. We might give a few abilities a try here. So I guess this is kind of like a EMB grenade, which basically just kind of freezes them from being able to do much. We'll try this one next. So basically, I think this is a shorter, a singular shot that basically freezes things. And I think this is kind of a shield. Yeah, it is. And this is kind of the one you start out with, which is a big multi-shot blast like that. Ah. And that's why I did mention that is definitely a thing that can also very easily happen is you can very easily get hit if you're not paying attention to it. And I think like most things, it'll just kind of get to be a matter of getting used to certain types of enemies and how they also fight on here. Ah, so basically, like these ones, I believe, are the one shot. These are the ones that take two shots or more. And I think that's where the special weapons will become much more utilized as well, because some of them, could freeze them or do other types of damage to them. So let's see what we can pull here. Okay, it's like a machine gun. All right, let's grab. See what this one does. So I guess it's basically like a wall. So you can basically use it as a way to stop projectiles. Yeah, I think for now, we'll probably just make this a two-parter because I'm assuming when we get towards the end of it, there'll probably be some sort of boss fight or whatever. Um, but it seems like we're about halfway through already. So we'll go ahead and call this video at this point. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, subscribe. Um, if you are interested in the game itself, you could take a look at it on Steam. It seems like it's. I think the last thing I read on it was that it would be possibly released sometime in 2023, but it doesn't really determine when that would be. So it could be sometime early or later in 2023 for all we know. But otherwise, thank you all for watching Rundlii Gaming. You have a good day.